school's back in session, and I've heard that you have no routine, no social life, and absolutely nothing to show for this summer except maybe a delusional Pinterest board. Let's fix that. Welcome to Hot Girl Academy, where we major in being academic weapons, minor in healthy habits, and graduate with honors and main character energy. Enrollment is free, but the results are priceless. Alright class, let's get seated because it's time for Unit 1, Academic Slayology. So if your study space is your bed, a dying laptop, or a dark corner in a poorly lit room, let's start there. You need to designate a dedicated space for studying. Literally anything is better than your mattress. Your brain will almost always associate a mattress with sleep and rest and probably rotting on TikTok. So whichever vibe you prefer, set up your environment in a way that reflects that and actually makes you want to be in that environment. You need to also have a study starter pack, so laptop, pens, emotional support water bottle. I personally like to study with a playlist, but I literally have no attention span, so obviously if you're like me, no lyrics. Also put your phone on D&D and hide it. I used to do this thing where I would quite literally go put my phone in a separate room and I would leave it there until I was done studying. And in terms of actual method, I know this is a basic one, but I really like the Pomodoro method. Like, it is so helpful and simple. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's pretty much just 25 minutes of studying on 5 minutes break off. So no, to become better at studying, you do not need to go buy your whole Pinterest board. You don't need a brand new planner. You just need a clear desk and slightly threatening ambiance. Now, it's time for Unit number 2, and what I like to call the social rebrand, because being forgettable is so last semester. So I don't want you to sit there and think, oh, I'm an introvert, I can't do this, I'm shy, I can't do this. No. I'm just going to give you plain and simple some really easy tips that can actually help you put yourself out there a little more. Number 1, give somebody a compliment. Try to think of something specific. I don't know, maybe their shoes, their earrings, like their new piercing, their water bottle if you're desperate. Most of the time, especially in a school setting, people are so in their own world that they always forget that like other people are around them, and like noticing something as simple as like that they have cute earrings on today. My next tip is to be the one who plans things, even if you're not used to it. You know, you want to be the one with the wanna come with energy. If you are planning a study group, you are the one who asks people, even if you like are positively certain that they will not go, like just ask them. You see that as out of your comfort zone, but the chances are it's that those people feel like that's out of their comfort zone too. Next tip, don't trauma dump, and I mean this because I am Little Miss Yapper myself, so trust me when I tell you, don't just sit there and overshare everything the second you meet someone. And think of it this way, if you wouldn't tweet it from your burner, don't say it out loud just yet. Now here are some kind of more specific psychology tricks, you know, little subconscious cues that almost instantly make people like you. So first off, when somebody's talking to you, you can tilt your head a little bit slightly while they're speaking, because to them it's a subconscious signal that says, I'm warm and approachable. And it's not in a desperate way, like it literally just looks like you are listening and you are taking an interest in what they are saying. Then there is a power pause. So if you tend to talk really fast and word vomit when you're nervous, kind of like me right now, just slow it down. Pausing mid-sentence can instantly make you sound way more confident and grounded. Whenever someone is making a point or telling you something about themselves, just nod 3 times. I don't know what it is, but in your brain that makes people feel heard. If you are talking to someone and your body is one way but your head is twisted the other way, like if you even slightly resemble an owl, it's giving fake friend energy. Almost everybody's level of interest in a conversation can be detected. First, you look at their feet. Are they kind of like facing towards the person or kind of away? Because if they're kind of away, that person wants to escape the conversation. And then their torso, that's kind of when they're more interested. And then if someone is completely just like, you know, head, shoulders, feet, like you probably wouldn't even think of like, oh, I should go join that conversation. You wouldn't, because you'd be like, oh, they're having their own like thing. No. So my point is pay attention to these things. It literally can help so much. Maybe you think, well, I am interested in what this person is saying, but if your body language is saying other things, the other person will also subconsciously detect that you are not as interested in their conversation. There is a very simple and straightforward formula for that, which is just warmth and competence equals charisma. Are you nice and are you capable? Think of it this way. If you are nice and not capable, you are kind of giving cute but clueless energy. But if you're very capable and you're not too nice, now you're kind of giving cold, intimidating energy. So charisma is the sweet spot right in the middle. Make sure that you realize the difference between socializing and actually aligning with someone as a friend. And if somebody drains you, respectfully archive them. This is a curated semester. I hope you guys have been taking notes because it's time for our third class, aka Unit 3, Habit Formation for Baddies. Because willpower is unreliable and I know you've been ghosting your routines. Motivation is a scam, but discipline is hot. So let's think of it this way, systems over goals. If your goal is a 6 a.m. workout, but your bedtime is 2 a.m. in the morning, please be so for real with me. Because at the end of the day, routines are boring. That's the point. Hot girls don't just wake up feeling perfect and beautiful and amazing. They wake up on autopilot and they do what needs to be done. Also, let's stop trying to fix our whole personality at once. Maybe this is the semester that you do a little bit better in math. Maybe this is the semester that you finally join that club you've been wanting to be part of. Just build a theme around this, you know? It's less pressure but more momentum. And you don't want to work for the system. You want this system to work for you. So your homework today is to create a Venn diagram. Circle 1 feels natural. This is the stuff that you already do, so it can be walking while listening to music, making a healthy little snack for yourself. Circle 2 is going to be the circle that actually moves the needle. These are the habits that you actually need to improve your life. Budgeting, doing your homework. Now, what you see in the middle of the circle, that's the routine that you are actually going to stick to. So when you are doing this part of the circle, it actually helps you because it actually feels like you. Trust me, if your habits don't land inside this circle, you'll ditch them by week 2. Unit 4, the back to school glow up. Because being hot is about 80% of how you carry yourself and like 20% good lighting. So listen up, as students, I know we do not have endless money to spend, so here is a budget glow up where $15 can go further than somebody's whole Sephora card. Lint roller, cleaner clothes, cleaner energy, whiten your shoes. You don't need to buy a professional shoe whitener, you can literally use something as simple as baking soda, a pair of tweezers, and a pair that you can take on the go so you're always ready to clean up your brows or anything else that needs a little bit more perfection. We're also going to put down Vaseline or Aquaphor. She's multi-purpose. She can be a highlight, she can be a moisturizer, she could be a brow gel, she could be a lip gloss, like the options are endless. Next, you could also do a clear mascara. This is going to give you that lash lift effect, but for an actual mascara on a budget, I recommend this Essence Lash Princess Mascara. It is literally $4 and it has cult status for a reason. And if you are the kind of person who feels a little lazy sometimes, you know, you don't always want to get up before school and do your whole face. I like to sleep in, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, I don't even practice what I preach here. But something that I've started doing lately that has been helping me a little, you are going to film little get ready with me's. Listen, you don't need to post them, but it's a really fun way to sort of romanticize getting ready. And if you do decide to post them one day, there you go, that's free content. Our last and final unit for today is going to be Unit 5, the phone glow up. Because your phone sees more than your friends do. It might as well make you hotter. If you're gonna be chronically online, at least get organized about it. Step 1, romanticize your lock screen and legitimately let it manipulate you. If you open your phone and what you see doesn't scare nor seduce you into getting your shit together, it's time for a rebrand. Move any distracting apps off of your homepage. So put your calendar front and center in your homepage and move any other distracting apps to something that I like to call the rot folder. This is the folder that is your guilty little pleasure that you are going to, for the most part, ignore. I already know if I told you to just not scroll and delete TikTok, nobody would listen. So let's get so real about this. Everyone's gonna continue rotting by the time that they're done their video, but I want you to be more strategic about it. Whenever you need a dopamine hit, gravitate to Pinterest. On TikTok and on Instagram, you're gonna get distracted so quickly, but if you default to Pinterest, most of the time it will reflect your kind of vision board algorithm. It's gonna be inspiring, it's gonna make you wanna get your shit together, you're gonna see some quote on there. Like, just remember, your phone is not the problem, it is a power tool. Use it to become that girl, or at the very least, remember your deadlines. All right, everyone, so now you have officially graduated with honors from Hot Girl Academy. Here's your diploma. You've earned it. If at any point during the school year you feel yourself falling into bad habits, just re-watch this video or cry or both. Class is dismissed. Now go be hot in a way that deeply confuses your academic advisor. If you guys are still here, thank you so much for staying till the end of the video. I love doing this series and I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I really do try my best to make it non-repetitive, so make sure to drop a little in the comments if you are officially enrolling in Hot Girl Bootcamp / Hot Girl Academy. Anyways, it's the Hot Girl cult at this point. I will also link my Instagram and my TikTok down below in case you do want to follow me on other socials. As always, thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time.